I know you guys would have obviously wanted to be playing right now, but season did come to an end, and I guess give us your thoughts on how your year was for you. A little more time here this year, and seemed like carved out a little more of a role here.
Yeah, I think I definitely had a much better second half of the season. Definitely gained a little bit more confidence playing in this league on this level, and I was very happy with the role that was given by the coaches here, and I tried to embrace that as much as possible. I still have obviously long ways to go, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun second half. We definitely did some damage in the playoffs. Unfortunately, ended sooner than we expected, but there's always the next year.
Having been around the last few years in the organization and then going up and down between here and Greenville, then this year really kind of establishing a role, especially in the second half of the season. What was that like to kind of cement yourself as, an every night player for the team in the second half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome when, the coaches and your teammates see that you bring something to the table and you able to help out the team day in and night out. It's great. Yeah, it definitely helps me to grow as a player, and I hope that I was able to give this team something to succeed as well.
What do you think from in the locker room? Do you think this team had anything that the last couple of years were missing, or were they closer, or was kind of something a little bit different this year that allowed them to have a little more success?
I don't know. It's a hard question.
Yeah.
Of course, we had so many great guys go through the locker room in the past 3 years, but I think maybe we just were able to put a little bit more of a group that understood what it's going to take to do well in the playoffs. I mean, you saw it. We did such an outstanding job at all the home games second half of the season, and our penalty kill was so much better, and I think those are just the things that I think we had a meeting right about the time when I came up here, that we literally spent the whole meeting basically figuring out what do we need to do to succeed going forward, and we went back to that same plan over and over throughout the time.
What were some of the ways where you tried to elevate your game this season, and how do you think that you were successful in doing that?
I mean, obviously with being a bigger body, I tried to, it's not that it was, this was my first year trying to do it, but I tried to really focus on getting pucks to the net and getting myself to the net, so that with taking the goalie's eyes away with a big presence, it always pays off, whether it's just a shot from a defenseman and it goes in, or if you get a tip on it. It's, as you've seen a couple times, I ended up blocking a shot and taking a shot off the rebound after that. Yeah, more physical, getting myself to the net. I think those two things are definitely the biggest things that I was trying to focus on.
I know you mentioned, now that you've been in the league, you're kind of a little more familiar with this league and what it takes to succeed at this level. And it seemed like there were a bunch of guys that got to that spot this year, whether it was Akil, staying healthy and being able to start producing. Guys like Turk, same thing, where it seemed like this group of guys that's been here for 3-4 years started to all kind of click and get it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to give credit, to both coaches and those guys, because they obviously saw something in those guys at the right moment, and putting those lines together, had the chemistry, and like you said, those guys staying healthy and finally being able to really show what they're capable of was so crucial for this team, and it was so valuable from guys like Turcotte and Akil, and I'm so happy to see those guys also getting rewarded with games in the NHL.
Having gone up and down the last couple of years, and then this year too, being both in Greenville and then really here at the end of the year, what's it been like kind of getting to see other players do the same thing, or the course of the past couple of seasons playing with guys like Iggy, and then Inno has been up and down a little bit as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked to about the other guys, and I think one advice I would say, I would always give it to myself and others, is that you have to take wherever is thrown at you as an opportunity to grow rather than as a punishment, because then you're just wasting your own time mopping around instead of taking the next step to really grow.
What does your off season look like as far as where are you at? How do you train, and maybe what are some of the things you try to do to get away from hockey a little bit?
Well, I can't wait to golf and spend some time on a family boat in Minnesota. That's where me and my wife live, so definitely excited to go home. Excited to see the family. I don't know if we'll be able to make our way to Russia this year or not, but at least it's awesome to have the second family and kind of have a home away from home, I guess, for me. So yeah, we're excited for that. We excited to go home and get some much needed rest.